cities.
Do you have KevinDeal's no space?
Yeah, without that last part. Oh, this game's... And we don't have internet good enough. No, it's saying it's not sufficient. Try like a surgeon. See if I accidentally called it like a surgeon, just being silly. Just says the elapsed time is 1 minute and 20 seconds, and we're about 60% of loading my game.
I can't find it.
I got a computer sitting outside. I can look too. Like a surgeon. The center of gravity is a pretty cool thing about this game. It's really quite strange. Save yourself from embarrassing yourself.
Oh, that's a stop sign. Oh.
Oh yeah, I'm live. I'm seeing it right now.
Good. I need to know the title of it. Just like a searcher.
No, I think that's just the heading. Just go to Kevin's Got Deal and see if that is the one that happened, because all I did was just log in and it popped right up.
Yeah, no, your YouTube channel doesn't exist to me.
Well, your channel.
You know what? No, I can go to one of my videos because I know that you commented.
I'm watching Kevin Deal, KevinDeal apostrophe S live PS4 broadcast. Big K, Big D, all together. Kevin Deal's live PS4 broadcast right now.
No space.
No space.
Hey! There you are, dummy.
I've been worse. Okay, cool. I never kind of before. I feel special now. What happens right now is this is the second not city. This is the third weird character, and you know the name of them because it's on there, on all their stuff that they've used to set up everybody that came out this way. Like the people that are kind of in charge of these little cities trying to be hooked onto the grid. So, at this part of the game, aside from taking all your normal stuff, and you can now take and leave missions as you want to, and you can also pick up this stuff from other people that you find. Kind of like, you know, Dark Souls, Dead Souls, True Souls, all those. It gives you a couple weird things.
I am your first subscriber.
Holy
Said no
smokes.
subscribers, now you have one.
Alright, just because you don't know what happens when I got here, my little BB unit got really upset because I had to run through some BTs. And I am not good at figuring out where and when and how they're coming at me just yet. I'm getting better at it, but they really pissed the baby off. And the baby's starting to go through some sort of change. It's starting to be a little silly. And I almost couldn't get it calmed down enough. Now the backstory on that, which is a really quick backstory, is that BB is what you use on your chest to help locate where the BTs and other bad things are. And for some reason, when they gave us this BB, when I went out to do the very first job that they wanted me to do, which the guy meets me out in front, and you go on to go try to incinerate this body. When you're on your way out, excuse me, when you're on your way out, yeah, that's for the first time. That's when you actually you're kind of like in the back of a truck, safari style, and that's when you bump into your first BT. But the baby doesn't do anything. So when they get back, Guillermo del Toro, who's the fat rubber doctor guy, tells you to, throw that thing down or whatever, get rid of it. It needs to be destroyed because it didn't work. It doesn't work. Doesn't do any good. Doesn't not working. Get rid of it. And I didn't really. I was kind of stood there for a second, and I didn't do it immediately. And after that, things started breaking. So after that, I come lugging this baby back because I get it to come back, and I turn the little thing. It's got a little it's like smart glass too. Like it's black. Yeah, and you can push the button, and there's a little like smart glass that opens back up, and it's clear, and you can see the little amber fluid and everything.
Yeah.
The babies have got some sort of strange. Whole part yet, but there's a bunch of oolies going on about that. So you see Mads Mikkelsen. I wrote his name down. I don't even know what the heck it is in the game, but he's talking to your BB because your BB is seeing this little bit. They're little bitty clips of his memories, and I haven't looked ahead on this game or anything, so I don't know who's what. But basically, what happens is
your streaming, your brain goes blank. I know that feels.
Oh, no. There's just a lot of strange relations, and I still don't understand the Lindsay Wagner part because she's supposed to be Amelie, which is pretty cool. I don't know if anybody's done these yet, but when you very first get the game and you're sitting in the first one, and I had to go do a bunch of stuff, so Norman Reedus was just sitting there. His name's Sam Bridges. Sam Porter Bridges is his name. And
wait, have you ran into the guy that's like who I was talking about last night, the infamous guy? He
yeah, like the back. They're like a group of. They're like a group of. They're like a group of people, and they try to get you. But they're. Oh, I don't know. They're all in black with yellow stuff on them. It's kind of like Striper from back in the '80s.
I haven't ran into him yet. Have you gone to the dream where it's like oily?
Yes.
Oh.
Let me get this. I'm gonna get this baby in this little baby box and see if we can not piss it off. In these things here, you can go into your private room with any of these cities and stations. And right now, those are like ladders on my shoulders. You can carry things on your all your body parts. You have these little flat backpacking kind of braces.
You there? Little help.
See how the little baby thing is black now? Hey, oh, he's pissed. He's upside down.
What's that baby around?
Temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Yeah, how's that work?
Mother. Located in the capital non-city ICU.
Right. You mean still mother? Now, if you like ask me to look at something, I could just.
Facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and
Spells
the
me.
living.
Yeah.
You, in turn, connect yourself
That guy's a hologram, by the way.
I could just rewind it. I could go back and look at it.
Wow, that looks really crappy beside me over here.
Yeah, you can get rid of the chat stream bar thing. Wait, there's 2 people watching right now. Do you have it up right now on your computer?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't need that little stream chat thing on the right. You can just have it up on your computer and moderate it from there. You have a dual screen set up.
There. The update is in progress. Right now, the body
What is that percentage?
He's syncing with his still mother, which is apparently a place where you gotta put the babies. Kind of resyncs them like an iPod.
Returning the BB to the womb in this manner temporarily reduces stress levels. That being
The new Ivy.
Yeah. There he is, a little big guy. That's the guy that wrote and directed Pan's Labyrinth.
You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached.
So apparently Republicans are out of the order.
A process that renders them unpredictable.
Says it.
Right, and that's why he just told you to go and get rid of it.
Oh, jeez, I'm behind in this street.
Then how did we get started using them? If you're hungry when you read that, it looks like he's talking about pasta.
I'm hungry right now. I might go do some lobster.
Lobster craws. What the flip are lobster craws? Ah! His pixel broke. Ah! So, I don't know how to actually auto sleep. I just know how to manually sleep. Alright, this is how it happens inside your junk. I have no idea where you gotta put that on. I don't know. Maybe it's like that Battle of the Bay World Series where they had the earthquake and there's some kind of call out stuff. Oh good, yeah, it's gonna go into an automatic thing. This is the second time we've heard this when we're sleeping. That's Emily. You're wearing red, woman.
Ooh, hey.
Boom, sacaputas. See that weird red fabric? It's kind of like a... Oh boy. Sounds like Venezuela. Real quick, Bridget's your mom, and you had to go burn her up. Is the new president. It's all weird. Oh, it just paused over there, didn't it?
Yeah, it just glitched.
Okay. Yeah, you're not off by very far. 38. You're about 14 seconds off. Will everybody just quit doing that weird, like, Rocket League thing? His little hands are all over him. Alright, this is how you kind of start when you're doing your deal.
Hello, Sam. This is Hardware. Since you're awake, it might behoove to brush up.
I think you're a weird pervert, and you're looking at the camera at me while I'm taking a shower.
Good for the body and soul, and also my researchers' patterns.
Yeah, this weird Q ripoff wants you to poop and pee all the time. And he measures your densities in your hair. Hey, oh yeah, none of my stuff's in there. Oh, I only got the one suit that I brought here. Alright, so you can see the little symbols. It's pretty neat. He's like looking back at you with the controller as you're the, you know, the AI in the room. So when he wants to see things, like, I'll turn around and look at these little figures. There should be some figures back here. And you go back there and you hit the circles, and he'll point at you like you're stupid, and he wants to know what's going on. Oh, it's triangles? What is it? What's going on over there? Ah, circles. And he'll point to you like you're the AI. It's weird. He's not doing anything. What the crap? There's some drinks.
Sponsored.
You know, it's just totally happenstance. I don't understand. Oh, the red and the blue? That's your stamina gauges. Alright, so you can get up. Yeah, it's right there. You can boost that stuff up too. If you drink 3 of them, you can have 2.5. 25% out one time. Oh no, that's weird. I've never looked down there. But the blue and the red, one's blood and one's stamina. And you have to eat these little bugs if your blood starts to become poisoned or anything. And there's your suits. You have 4 suits. I don't know what's going on with that one. It's a little blurry, but we'll just keep going back. Let's go over here to the sink. The sink's pretty cool. Oh, it's a pretty complicated shower. Little black handprints on him.
Naked.
Study other people with dooms?
Dooms is a sickness that he has developed. It's not very good. But you have some sort of strange abilities that you can... Ooh, that black stuff's in there. You can see it. Oh.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT.
Take what sample?
See how they react.
What?
Who knows? May even prove beneficial for you.
I can pee on them.
Old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction.
When you get any, I think it's chiralium, if you have it, or access to it, or brush with it,
I want to recover the past.
they tear up a lot. That's why almost everybody you're talking to is almost always crying.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Dude, it's pretty fancy. You don't have to holler.
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. That'll make it a little rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you.
What?
I'm almost level.
Myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your company
Pipes
as
out there.
well as the terminal in private. There's something else I'd like to share with you. The Chiral network now has the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports.
Do you hear a little baby whining?
They sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. And we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from the private terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
I'm gonna go check on BB. Yeah, we got it, Norman.
Oh, he's doing flips. Okay, I need to focus on this one mission, so I might not talk for a minute. See what you're talking about.
Here's your mirror, by the way. And you can take pictures for some reason. And they're kind of funny. I bet this guy just had cameras all in his house and then just recorded him being silly for like a month and got all this stuff from it. A lot of grunting. Yeah, okay then, come on, let's go. Okay, let's see if the commercial comes up when he's coming to take a long and thoughtful here. Funny that it is a motorcycle noise while he's doing that. Clever little silliness. I think I gotta do his activation thing. So it's got like an exclamation point. These are the two guys you just helped out. They keep giving you all these tips. There's so many gameplay things in here. Jeez Louise. Like all these, like calling out. You just hit the right side of the touchpad. The left does the pictures. That's when you're trying standing still is when you're trying to hold your breath and not die. Losing blood due to damaged feet. Now that's a new one. Alright. Refilling your canteen. Bar above the blood gates is conscious display. That's okay. Terrain induced adrenaline rushes. Yeah, I just had one of those right before I got here. Find and drop weapons and equipment. R1, got it, yeah. R1 does a regular scan like in any other game. Precautions for timefall area. Yeah, you don't want to get that rain stuff on you. So, it's difficult so far because I'm not used to it about shifting your load around because it's just so big. You're like carrying a Volvo on your back. It's how to build stuff. Jeez Louise, who wrote these instructions? Leo Tolstoy?
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Oh no. That seems a bit barren. thought you just said I had a new one. Okay.
Suffering.
Okay. Now we're truly pimping. Oh, there's more of them in there now. Yeah, there's only the two little guys on the left. Say again?
Epic in there now moments. Man, having invisible enemies when you need to kill enemies for a mission is like really hard.
Yeah, that's pretty much this game then, huh?
Yeah, you don't need to kill the enemies. You gotta move around.
I don't remember how to get out of this place. There it goes. I couldn't get that little triangle one. That's so retarded. I'll not forget that now. Hey, we're the BBs.
Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like
Nouns.
someone I don't know calling to me. There's this room, too.
Am I gonna have to
With
microwave
other
the
people
lobster?
talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaken.
No, dude, this isn't even your primary language.
They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me
Do I
explain.
microwave the lobster?
It is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks,
So it's like Michael Jackson.
have matured enough to process external
Dead.
stimuli. It is more than capable
I know he's dead. Don't make fun of him.
to members. You can lead into yours.
That's
Please don't do that.
I saw.
Someone from the medical. It's been handled by a lot of people.
Okay, do I microwave lobster?
Made an impression.
Because you're the expert.
Just heard it on stream. I just heard the noise I made on the stream and it was so bad.
We don't truly understand them. Trying to learn more, but almost all of
People actually trying to sleep and watch your stream. Me.
Sam,
I called him out too.
delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
Yes. Yes. I want to eat lobster. I've been stuck on this mission forever. I can't find any. Look how many V-Bucks I got in the past day.
In what fashion should I look at those?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, somebody just said something.
Dad, your stream is out.
Yeah, I turned it off because you're being a dickhead to me. Who's this Corbett's person?
I don't know. Someone who probably wants to watch play next game. Mask on. No. It looks like Metal Gear Solid. Soil. Oh, salami.
It looks like Vigo from Ghostbusters 2 and the painting.
Yeah, I see that.
Of course you see it. I wasn't asking. I'm telling you, Benjamin Hancock. Boy, there's a.
Conkin balls. Conkin balls.
I don't think I can get those yet.
It's a crusty JPEG. Yo, but it's still crusty as fuck.
Yeah, I guess it kind of looks like Metal Gear Solid. And for my experience with Metal Gear Solid would be the first two, and that's about it.
Still only have 2 people watching now. It's really odd how someone commented and then kind of left.
Well, they probably got all the parts that I didn't want to have to hear either. Let's see.
Yeah, just gonna call me out like that.
Well, I mean, there's nobody to hear it, yeah? I kind of think he kind of looks like a cross between the actual bad guy in Ghost and the sensei from the Cobra Kai dojo. Like if they had some sort of BB together.
Lucky Axe or something. BB. I was a BB at one time. Baby.
I think you still are. Well, you're on a bridge, baby, and that's what that stands for.
I got 5. I hated 6, 7, and 8. And also some of 9.
Alright.
Those are so bad. That's such a bad setup. Ugly. I'm criticizing you. That's ugly. Let me put pants on first. I don't like the axe. I don't think that katanas go good with knights. And that knight skin is kind of stupid, so I don't use it. Okay, Dad, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some lobster.
To your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. Never know when you'll need to recon an area.
High solder charging unit busted. If you want to take it for a spin, you'll need to use a generator to give it some juice.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
This guy sounds like a preacher. He talks too much. I don't like him. Give me that baby. Well, I don't know if I could have done it any worse than that. That's pretty spectacular. I'm hell and gone from any kind of chiral printer. Of course. 93.4 tutorials. Whee! Oh, I didn't mean to push the dumbass button.
Alright. Serious gamer moments. There we go. Oh, I see you walking around here. It's your big boy. Big boys. How's it going?
Okay, I'm just learning.
Weird cylinder.
Okay, sorry.
You better be sorry.
Oh, there you are.
Saw my message. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Beep, 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 ball. Dad, what would you do if you had 6 nipples? You're afraid to answer, aren't you?
I didn't see what that said.
Whoa! I just found this. Dad,
Yes, son.
bacon plants.
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. You like building out the tunnel without trying to get out of it.
Look at all these dang fish. Look at all the crabs eating them.
Pretty low res. Oh, I see. Oh, there's one of those magnet boys.
This part's gross.
It's just white on my screen.
No, it's not.
Oh, weird. This guy keeps on spamming in chat. I think it's a bot or something. Won't stop. Whack.
I look like I'm wearing a bunch of crab cages.
Yeah, you do. Like some sort of like chunky ass samurai.
Ass samurai. Oh, right. My feet are killing me.
Don't you have a bike?
Oh, that old thing? It's just sitting here smoking.
Looks like you've got an accident.
You know, fix it?
Feel free to submit junk like that to Bridges. You might not have a use for it, but we do.
Jesus Christ!
Well, that was so unnecessary.
I got up on Wish. Literally just started Wish, and it's like 13-inch still.
Well,
I was just looking, man. It's just like BAM! Indoors.
oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I hate accidentally getting these things.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Sam, clear. Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal and drop off any chiral crystals you carry. Keep on keeping up. Name's Sam.
I might get fired. I wasn't very good on the job that time.
Oh man, I'm like 3 minutes behind. Jesus.
Well,
Yeah, you go on Wish. There's like really cool, like PS4 controller decals and junk. Super nice.
I don't know if it's super nice. It could be pleasant.
Okay, well, pleasant is super nice to me because nothing nice ever happens.
Oh, Eeyore, what are we gonna do with you? don't think I have anything else. I'm your private dancer. Dancer for money. It's funny they call it your private room because it's the first thing it's not. People stealing your pee. Playing weird fart motorcycle commercials while you're trying to poop. Shut up, Hal. Let's check the test tube, baby. Yes, he's still full of monster urine like he's supposed to.
Put piss in it?
No, but I drink Monster Energy drinks and pee, and it looks like that. So in this very small world that we live in, on this television set, that looks like pee.
Okay, pee.
Still up to you, but that's alright. I like the little bitty Christmas ornament thing down there. Ah, bounce, 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 skull, bounce, bounce. So what are you supposed to do in this private room? Play solitaire on that office furniture?
What else?
The only picture on the wall is a hologram of the United Cities of America. There's a baby crying. I always think that says examine fingers first. And I'm like, oh, that'll make sense. Oh, figures. Like, that makes more sense.
Jesus. I think I'm done with Wish.
Not till next Sunday. But he does die then, so that might be something enthralling.
Finger condoms first off, which I guess is whatever. You could use those normally. And it's got like this latex bodysuit thing, and it's like, it says sizes extra small to 8XL.
Well, yeah, midgets have those little viney weeny fingers.
Okay, fingers.
That should suffice.
I don't care what suffices.
Another of our leading experiments. The number
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, what the hell's that all about? Hush.
vaporization formulated from your urine. Compared to our first
Yeah, Mayan.
experiment, a higher concentration of the fluid, which should make it more effective against fatigue. Whenever you fail
It's like a butt plug that was like a hand.
we will collect results and produce
Yeah, I saw it yesterday.
for your use. So you needn't worry about running out.
It's so quiet in here and it's not raining.
Yeah.
I think I broke my test tube, baby, though. Yep, it's like I put him in a crock pot for a little while. Baby meat would be so tender. A rack of babies. Babies on racks. Let me zoom in to not read those fuzzy letters. Thank you, zoom function.
I think this quest is ironically the most annoying one. Like I've been going through these, I've already gotten like 17 quests done. There's this one quest called Retreat. We have been sentenced to a round of mandatory relaxation. Visit spas and prepare to relax. And I've done 6 missions in the same area, all different power levels, searching for this damn spot. I still haven't found it.
Maybe you're looking for a spy or a spa and not a whorehouse, which is what you're really after.
58 plus dollars, it says. I'm going to go to a 58.
Two of the people are. Oh, yeah, they're still there. Never mind.
Two of the people are ugly.
The beer with the taste for food. Natural Light.
The balls with the penis balls.
And thanks for speaking. Used to be a commercial for a Natural Light beer. And I don't care who you were when you saw this commercial. There's always a bunch of really weird dudes with like long curly hair and big giant mustaches wearing red and black lumberjacks. It's like in Alaska on like the, like on the river where like you see the bear, the salmon going at it. And they would be out working hard all day, like dun 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 dun, stupid part of doing music and working all day. And then at nighttime, some asshole whips out this like 12-pack of Natural Light, which is just a little bit of dirty water with some pennies in it. It's pretty terrible. But then they whoop out with like, some dude keeps pulling out these double fists full of Alaskan king crabs out, and they're just sitting there eating crabs and drinking beer in the woods.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's why they can't make commercials like that part anyway. And long before I ever ate crab legs, from that commercial when I was little, like it used to come on like in Tic Tac Dough with Wink Martindale. You gotta don't get the dragon to get you. And they would have Natural Light, the beer with the taste for food. And like all these guys are eating crab legs till they're like catatonic, and they just keep clinging these stupid empty Natural Light bottles or bottles. Yeah, it was bottles actually. Maybe some cans. So if you take that and you couple it with that part in Waterworld I told you, when the little girl Tina Margarina starts to whine that she's hungry and there's no food because, you know, they're just on the ocean with the fish man, and he makes himself into bait and hides behind the catamaran and is flipping around, and this giant sea monster comes up to get him, and he just swings in there and like stabs it from inside its mouth somehow. You know how fishermen do, they're crazy. And the next thing you see is there's the fire, which is the most unbelievable part of all, because if you're in Waterworld, why do you have fire anything? And it's just like this piece, it's like as big as like 2 pillowcases of this big fluffy crab looking meat, and I just want to eat that so bad, even more than babies. You know, if somebody was counting.
The reason why they have fire at Waterworld is to combat all the plants that drink the water, so they can just burn the plants. Really simple math, to be honest.
No.
Yes.
And it's not honest. If dirt is money, I'm saying it's bullshit. If you're out here and this fish man with his web toes and his weird ass gill ears, if he's like swinging down picking up like Mickey Mantle rookie cards off the frickin' failed earth, he can get as much dirt as
For a half hour.
yeah. So he goes down there and he gets like, he finds like big plastic, you know, trash bottles and jugs and whatnot, and gets them and brings them up full of dirt. Like all these people flip out because they're like, oh Christ, dirt, wow, we like dirt. Why? Because we don't have any, so we definitely like it. If we don't have any, we have to like it. What about tuberculosis or syphilis? You can't put that in a Ziploc reliably. So you take this dirt. Well, it's like gold in Waterworld.
What is Waterworld? Can you explain that again? Hold on.
It's a movie. It's a Kevin Costner movie that came out after I graduated high school. So I think it's probably 94 it came out. Maybe 93. I remember I went to go see it at the State Theater, which is like a $2 theater. And I saw it like 3 times in the theater just because it was, you know, something to do. I always like to go down there and look at that theater anyway because Eddie's in there. Newton Theater. If I was a little kid and I wanted to say what I did when I grew up, what I wanted to do, it would still be, I want to have that movie theater and run it just like it was run, somewhat. Because all the movies when I was growing up, most of the movies we saw was at that theater. It was a State Theater. It was a $1 theater, but it wasn't a great big deal because regular movies were only like $4.05 or something, just over $4. Yeah, now they're just crumb dipped, flesh eating, strange, surgical marital aids that just hollow you out because there's too much money to pay to watch a bunch of people that have no experience with life argue and take steroids and bounce around and hump each other, you know, like you do. They definitely had no beer with a taste for food. That's all I'm saying. A bunch of movies up there because a long time ago, State Theater in Newton, they would have the balconies, you know, and they had the races in the different places in the balconies and whatnot. And he had to go up there and clean it out. And when he cleaned it out, he just made the top like a catty-cornered floor. So it wasn't like 2 stories. But over here where nobody was using this, it was kind of like a half story. But it was off the ground because it was part of the balcony. I saw Johnny Mnemonic up there. I saw downstairs. I can remember seeing the place was always so cold. Go in the wintertime or go in the summertime. Go see a summer movie. It was like 8 degrees in that place. Down in the bottom main theater. I saw Waterworld. I saw Nightmare Before Christmas. That was a big one I saw a couple of times there. Cool stuff. Upstairs, I remember that. I remember seeing 7, because that was like one of the first times I ever really heard any 9 Inch Nails after, you know, Pretty Hate Machine came out. Then when you watch the beginning of 7 and you're like, oh, holy smokes, this Trent Reznor and David Fincher's got some stuff going on here. This is pretty cool. And they come out, you know, with Fight Club and 8mm and, well, what you'd probably remember, they did a not Trent Reznor, but you know, he did so James Cameron did a second Aliens, right? And then David Fincher did it was the second one. It was Ripley with the little newt girl. It was the second one for sure. Because after that was David Fincher, and I don't remember what's in the middle one. So, Game Over Man, which was not even in the script. But he's dead now, so he doesn't have to tell the story anymore. That's good. My favorite thing he was ever in anyway would have been, I liked him alright in Twister, just because I liked the movie Twister. They could have put a mop in there with Terry Garr. What's her name? Jamie Gertz. Jamie Gertz. And it would have been fine. But when he played Chet in Weird Science, Wyatt, I'm sorry. Love that. Yeah, I had to change him back. He said, you're gonna ruin Christmas. Really? Which one?
Twister Ride.
Oh, yeah.
Not like that one.
I finally got what you just said, because when you said Twister Ride, there used to be an actual one called Twister. But when we were there, yeah, because when the hurricane comes and your tornado comes, and you're just standing on these bleachers and they drop down and start shaking, and all that fire happens above you. Anything that had fire in it back when you went to Disney World and Universal and all that stuff, anything that had real fire in it, you lost your mind. You were good. I had you. You weren't crying or anything when it was all just the lightning and the rain and all that crap going on. But when that little stupid truck got pulled in by the tornado and hit those gas pumps and they blew up, oh man. I was kind of with you on that one. Another one was too when we were in Universal. They had just put that Spider-Man ride in there, and that was another one of those immersive 3D ones where you can shoot the guns and crap. But they had stuff, yeah, and it had stuff blowing back and forth, and part of it they would just blow like cold air on you or something for Dr. Octopus or whatever it was. But whenever something blew up and we fell and we got caught by Spider-Man and we were flying down in that big capsule we were in, and it came back over the top, and that was when the fire and the heat was about towards our heads. You lost it. You remember waiting on that ride? That ride took like an hour and a half to get into. That was nuts. It was neat though. It was the coolest ride there. It was the coolest ride there. That's time.
I think I have autism now.
You wouldn't be so lucky. Because they'd be able to figure out at least a regimen for you. But you're just kind of all over the place. When I went to that place in 1993, the Back to the Future ride was pretty new. 1993? Because Universal had only been out since, like, I mean, they had King Kong and they had Earthquake and, like, 2 other things. None of that stuff was built up really big yet. But the Back to the Future ride when we went was brand new. And all that scaffolding on the outside, because when you were there, I think actually the last time you went, they had taken it all down and they turned it into something else.
Bad touch and bad noises are very bad. I don't like them.
Well, the Back to the Future one wasn't so bad because there was no fire or anything. But you sat in the DeLorean and you floated around, and that was like absolutely awesome in 1983. I mean, think about 1983. What other things were there like that? Let's see. Carowinds had Days of Thunder. And somewhere in Prague, I think they had those silly Peter Gabriel rides where you had kiss the frog thing. We've kissed that frog. Anyway, there you have it. And they had Body Wars. Body Wars was in Epcot Center. That was the first one there. And remember when we went to the Epcot thing when those people came in a ride and gave us these like free passes for everything? When we were in that C-3PO ride, do you remember that? That ride was the old Body Wars ride, and at the time that was the very first one in the world, well, that I'd ever heard about or seen displayed anywhere. And then the next one would have been Kiss That Frog by Peter Gabriel off the Us album. I can't remember what it is. It's on the second half of the record. Kiss That Frog. It'll be like 10 on there. I can't remember for sure. Anyway, those pneumatic things, right? It's pretty cool. You had Body Wars at Epcot, the Kiss That Frog ride. You had Days of Thunder at Carowinds. You had Back to the Future and Universal. And those are like super duper cutting edge because they had the big dome. Oh, do you remember the Ghostbusters? That had a hologram thing in it too. That one you made it all the way through that one. Actually, I remember you not getting upset over that one. Was it Monsters Inc. that had guns? That was in regular Disney World, so that would have been Disney MGM back then, so... Do you remember the Monsters Inc. ride? Because that was like a brand new one when we went.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, no, you sat in there and you just shot a bunch of stuff. I think we got the picture of that one, because you were so much grandma. I know you remember the Jurassic Park one, because you were laughing and having a big time, and your grandma was freaking out, and I was just sitting there like, oh, too fat. But it was cool. It's a good picture. Yeah, that was cool. And when that silly T-Rex comes out and before you do the log drop, you know, ah! And it got like dangerously close looking. Yeah, that stuff was fun. It'll never beat that 4th of July down there though. That'll be one of my fleeting memories when I die.
And then Grandma made me drink it, almost.
That was an accident. She wasn't trying to make you drink pee. But she was. I finally figured out why all that stuff happened, and you can figure it out too. If you go look up the boy band con on YouTube, it's the guy. It's the guy that screwed up Church Street in Orlando. His name's Lou something. This old fat guy. And he was big time into promotions and everything. He basically was like Ted DiBiase or whatever that other jerk was. Vince McMahon, or any of those people in wrestling. he wanted to exploit something and use it, and he kind of developed his own product and had it running through this certain pattern. Because I didn't realize the boy bands after New Kids, the boys get 98 Degrees and all them weird ones. But then the ones that were after all those things, I didn't remember, because that's when I was in the Navy and I went into power school, and the earth got turned off while I was in power school. I had to learn all that crap. So I didn't realize this Jesse McCartney thing and all these other things. You'll see about them in those silly, in that silly little documentary thing. I think it's like 45 minutes long. But it explains how this guy was a con artist and he stole all this money. And after sitting there talking to those people after that night, because that was really scary for me. That was one of those things where I'm the dad, and I have my wife and my son and my brand new cousin and my mom, and even I'm scared because all these crazy homeless zombie people coming around, and you're like an idiot. You're just waving at them like, ah, and then finally one of them starts talking. You know, we can't turn the key, so I can't do anything with the windows and everything, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees in that van. And you're just knocking on them, getting all the... We were pretty safe to start with, because nobody could see in the van. They could just see me. I was giving them the eye, and they just walk on. But no, you're knocking on there, and he's like got his face with a little cup around his eyes, looking in and everything. And like, oh god! And then more came after that. I think they actually did walk like zombies, if I remember right. But yeah, it freaked me out. I was really scared then, because I was like, man, if something gets violent or turns weird, or they decide to like bust one of the windows or something, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I mean, we didn't have any firearms or anything in the car. Ask grandma for a nail file, that would have been it. But then afterwards, to find out where we're sitting, like almost directly across from the police station, and we couldn't even tell that it was such a crap hole. So weird. Wait back a minute, I'm gonna pause this. Oh wait, do I have to hold it down? Ouch. Alright, we'll be right back. Okay.
Chimpanzee. Mr. Chimpanzee. Please report. machine. With the real chimpanzee, please stand up. The real chimps lady, please stand up.
Oh, on my
The
crap.
real chimpanzee, please stand up. It's like that.
Yeah, that's a dandy.
The real chimpanzee, please stand up.
This is the part that's not gonna help you.
I make myself laugh. You should be happy. Shut up.
Okay. All right.
With the real chimpanzee, please stand up. Oh man.
Looks like
Funny, I
some
should
cargo
get
has been
paid to do
transported to its
this.
destination on your behalf.
Oh, chip
You
went
can
up my
access the
nose.
share
Oh,
logger
lovely.
you collected.
That could quite possibly be louder than my bullshit that I do.
I don't know what you're talking about, which is weird because you don't either.
It hurts. Real Slady Shim. Wait.
You're done.
The real Jim. No, I'm not. The real Jim Vance, please stand up. Stand up. Please stand up. How's BB butthole baby? And imagine drinking soup. You think they just have soup in a juice box? Then they have chicken broth, but it kind of has the same like volume, like holder, you know? What is chicken broth? Is it chicken juice? That'd be entertaining so people come back and watch your content.
There's nobody gonna watch this, and if they do, if I find out who it is, I'm just gonna smite them.
Just die immediately. They watch this video cursed. We put like a pentagram in it or something. Like some incantation. You hear
It's
that
kind of-
person, you're dead already. The chimpanzee stand up.
All I want to do is to put new boots on.
I wish I could play that game, but I'd rather just watch it because it's more like a single player game. If I want to play it, I'll just play it on yours. Is it like new save files or something, or is it just one save?
No, you can do many. You can do many of them. I don't understand how you're supposed to take your damn boots off.
Kick really hard. Oh, I have someone helping me! Yay! And what if burgers came with shoes? Dodging the question. What if burgers came with shoes? But they were like one-time use and edible maybe.
Oh, well, that makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes it better.
Your private locker can be used
Ankle biters, get off. With the real Slady Shin Slady. Fuck. God. Lim. Shade. Oh, we got Midas. The boy. Ed, what is your definition of sleep?
Well, they're good in the soup.
Sleek. Ew, gross. You like those? Oh god, you're nasty. Ew.
Yeah, that's...
Once you start, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's nasty. One of them blew up, and then the rest of them blew up. That's how it works. Sim Schlady.
Not really understanding what this is all about, but okay.
God, if you ever start this game and you need resources, just God, just ask. Actually, you don't even have to ask. I'll tell you, just drop them off. Right amount of R.
Got some kind of crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated turbulence levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network has something to do with it.
So you reckon this guy's like...
That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both need to fill this life.
7. Finally answered the last. Guns are gonna fall apart.
excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. Locally. These local stores. Good work, Sam. Seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Yeah, okay.
Like I told you.
I've got like 68 trophies and I'm not even zipped my pants back up yet.
Nice.
Really depends on the crowd. But yeah. God damn, I just got 5 trophies in a row for nothing. Come on, give me a trophy, just because.
Yeah, Deadpool does that too. They give it's like actual PlayStation trophies, and it's like, what, you wanted a trophy? Fine, and they give you another trophy.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers.
Oh, it's gonna be like one of those games, and then there's another trophy that says, yep.
This will stop if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available.
Why do you think they chose Annie Potts from the original Ghostbusters to be that voice?
7.
Ghostbusters. That's what it sounds like.
Damn, when they say now, they really do mean now.
Wow, that whole sentence can be spelled with just 4 letters. B-C-N-U.
That's kind of gross, Dad. That's really gross. I didn't like how you said that.
Yeah. And why do you look like an Undertaker from a Western?
What?
And that's where babies come from.
Actually, no. It's precisely not where babies come from.
Again, I still can't change my goddamn shoes.
I don't know, Dad. Kind of sounds like a shoe issue. One more mission. I got it. It's kind of bullshit. All these other quests just like one mission to complete. But then this was just like, nah, buddy, you gotta do it 3 times. I'm sorry, but like, die. Even with a ghost town. Route 99, under Route 99.
What in the fuck are you doing?
Eating crunchy soup? Why? I said to the man that you're trying to tempt me, because I come from a land of plenty. And he said, you come from a land down under. Hey Dad, can you shake BB around for me? Just violently, really angrily, just... Shake him around. Oh shit, actually I have to focus on this mission. Hold on. Okay. I'm 2 out of 25. I have 10 minutes left. 30 minutes have passed. Want to do some math for me?
No.
If I get 2 every 30 seconds out of 25, am I going to make it?
What's your question? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay, so I'm getting 2 enemies. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna get all 25?
Doesn't sound like it.
Sometimes 13 or 2, whatever. Eight minutes have passed, and I have 11 samples out of out of 25. 2 minutes have passed. Over a third of them. Maybe, and quite possibly, I could be able to do this.